Post-holiday wrestling shows expose bad wrestling ideas, and some of these shows is telling on themselves. Mass Game, we back. The holidays are in the rearview mirror, and now we finally get some real wrestling shows. Let's get it. Austin Theory's new gimmick. Now, when I watched Raw last week, and I seen him come out with, the tactical wrestling gear, the shaved head, I really, really thought we were getting a different Austin Theory. I really did. And then this past Monday happened, and I pretty much just seen the same Austin Theory with horrible entrance music. Like, don't get me wrong. He's been put in a prominent position, and that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is that the presentation is the same. I still see the same guy that was losing as a member of the Way, that was losing as a tag team partner with Grayson Waller. I don't even see the guy that beat John Cena. I don't see the hand-picked Vince McMahon prodigy. I don't see it. Like, they made a small tweak to his character, but they didn't change his character. He's still wrestling within the same loser gimmick because that's what he was. And don't get me wrong. A lot of these people are like, oh, yeah, I don't see it with Austin Theory. I don't see it with Austin Theory. I see it with Austin Theory, but they have him doing the same thing, the same sitting there, standing, looking like a member of the Ass Boys. Like, it's still the same Austin Theory. The only difference is now he's surrounded himself with people that are closer to the top of the card, people who are involved in the main event scene. That's the only difference. But you still have to say he doesn't come off as a threat. He still comes off as, frat boy energy, which could work for some characters. But the issue with Austin is that we've seen that character lose way too much. Now I'm supposed to believe that he can pal around with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. It just don't feel like a fit. And it don't feel like a fit, not because of the talent himself, but because of the gimmick they have him wrestling in, which is the same old Austin Theory gimmick. Now, yeah, I know Logan Paul's a part of the group too, but Logan Paul is its own separate entity. Because really, at the end of the day, when it comes to Logan Paul, you can say what you want about his wrestling persona and things like that. We know that this dude is real life successful. He's real life successful. So he's his own thing. Austin Theory still has to do it from a professional wrestler perspective. And as a professional wrestler, so Braun Breaker was tripping as usual because he's off kilter. Braun Breaker was tripping as usual. And Austin Theory calmed him down. And it just was like, that shit just didn't track, man. That shit just didn't track. So they're going to have to figure something out with Austin Theory. What can they do with Austin Theory? I do feel like his character has a little more edge as far as like him in a wrestling ring. But his character itself is still like, he should be more menacing. He should completely ditch the whole have his back to the ring with the camera circling around shit. He needs to ditch that shit completely if they're going to go this route. He needs to ditch it completely. He needs to just get rid of the whole A-Town down persona because he's still in that persona. I thought we were getting something different. He was more quiet. He was more menacing like the prior couple weeks. But then this past Monday, he was just the same old Austin Theory. The same old Austin Theory. So they're going to have to do something about that because right now I just see somebody whose job and the vision is going to be basically to just lose the matches for those guys. Hate to say it. Now, there is the off chance that he's a covert agent within the division. I know that's been floating around. That's an idea a lot of people play with. I've played with that idea. But this version of Austin Theory, I cannot see being someone clever enough to be the spy for Seth Rollins. Now, if you want to tell me that this version of Austin Theory is going to betray the vision and team up with a guy like Jericho, that fits. That fits because he does have the energy of somebody that will pal around with Jericho. But that's just fantasy booking. We don't know shit. Right now, he's a member of the Vision and he doesn't fit. That's all there is to it. So if you missed it, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, the Usos, won the tag team titles again. They are hands down one of the best tag teams in the history of professional wrestling. And if anybody else tell you something, they fucking lying through their teeth. Or they just a hater. But as great as it is that they bought the titles back to the Usos, this does nothing but hurt Jey Uso. He can no longer call himself main event Jey Uso. It don't even sound right. He's a tag team champion. And yeah, I understand main eventers win tag team championships here and there. This hits different. It hits different because of the failures that led up to him winning the tag team title. It's almost like they were just like, yeah, Jay, we tried it. You know, it was basically like a hit, damn, title. Like, yeah, man, damn. Like, but, man, I don't know about anybody else, but it's going to be hard for Jey Uso to bring himself back to the main event here. It's going to be hard, man, because the failures, man. Okay, let's just break it down. Let's break it down bit by bit. I feel like I've done this like every show for the past, I don't know how many shows. Let's break it down bit by bit. He was Roman Reigns' right-hand man. He excelled in that role. He excelled so much that people start to see him as main event Jey Uso. Hell, even before he was the right-hand man, his exploits against Roman Reigns gave him that main event Jey Uso moniker. Then some time passes, deuces oozes. He goes out on his own. So he's still good right there. At that point in time, Jay was still good. He was still good. So then Jay fucks around and wins the Royal Rumble. He fucks around and wins the Royal Rumble. This is after a little brief Intercontinental title reign. He wins the Royal Rumble. He beats with Gunther. He beats Gunther. So, and just to clear things up, him winning the Royal Rumble is where fans start to turn on him. That's where fans start to turn on him because they wanted to see something different for whatever reason. I didn't have a huge problem with him winning the Royal Rumble, but it's whatever. That's when fans start to turn on him. Then he beat Gunther. And his title reign was just like, it was just like whatever. Lost the title, but kept getting title matches, kept being involved in the main event. Fans pushed back on it. And my whole thing with Jay is this. Jay's biggest fuck up to me was his title match against CM Punk because he clearly was fucking out of it during that match. Now, I'm not going to speculate on why he was out of it, what he was doing. I ain't going to get into all that shit, but he was out of it. Anybody who watched that match, went back and rewatched it, he was out of it. He was fucking up left and right. And it just seemed like those fuck ups start to increase. And I don't know, it was some shit personal going on that got him in his head, or if, he on some other shit. But Jey Uso, he's not been the Jey Uso that earned the main event Jey Uso moniker. He hasn't been that. But what I will say too is that they always had the ability to put the Usos back together to fall back on if Jey Uso fell flat on his face, which it seemed like that's what he did. And don't get me okay. And I know people are going to be like, oh, just be patient and and it's a slow burn, and he's gonna turn heel, blah blah blah. Okay, that's all well and good. He could turn heel, but the thing is that him turning heel don't have nothing to do with the amount of fucking up he been doing in these matches. Like, it has nothing to do with that. And don't try to tell me that him fucking up is a part of the fucking storyline. Come on now. Like, that, if anybody do that shit, man, just go ahead, bro. If you subscribe, just go ahead and unsubscribe, bro. If you think that Jey Uso was fucking up in the ring, botching left and right as a part of the storyline. Come on now. Let's get serious here. I ain't even heard nobody suggest that. I'm just saying, I'm preemptively telling you, don't come in the comment section talking about that, dog. Don't do that. But yeah, the Usos got the title back. At least as a world heavyweight champion, I don't know if I could take Jey Uso seriously ever again. If you want to put the Intercontinental strap or the US strap on him, you could do that, but WWE title, world heavyweight title, nah, dog. For me, that ship has sailed. I can't take Jey serious no more when it comes to that. Do I think he's gonna turn heel? I don't know. Because I have concerns about the execution of him turning heel. Who is he gonna turn heel on? Jimmy? Once again, do we want to revisit that travesty of a WrestleMania match between him and his brother? I don't want to revisit that shit. I don't know if he's gonna turn heel. It needs to be the Usos turning heel. I like Jey turning heel by so turning on Jimmy. I don't know, man. I don't see it. He do seem like he, is on some other shit right now. Like, he's in his head storyline, so he's kayfabe in his head. Might be real life still in his head. I don't know. But what I do know is that him turning heel on his brother, that shit is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Don't nobody want to see Jimmy versus Jey Uso ever again. Heel Usos, okay, great. Face Usos, fine. Them against each other, nah, I can't fuck with it. NXT, it was an award show. So, like any other award show, which I don't know why they have them. Like, I don't know why they have to dedicate entire shows to it, but I digress. It wasn't really much. But I do want to say this. One of the most underrated professional wrestlers in the business right now is Ethan Page. And I feel like what he's doing, how he's moving, has gone almost completely unnoticed by the wrestling community. I don't hear too many people, talking up Ethan Page, but they should. Ethan Page can work. Ethan Page can talk. Ethan Page got the look. He got the hardware too. He got 2 belts right now. And he's fucking winning matches. And he's reliable. Like Ethan Page, okay? And what's funny is that when Ethan Page, when he was in TNA, I just didn't really know anything. I know he was like a part of the North. He was with Josh Alexander, shit like that. Then he went to AEW. I did not like him in AEW. Like, I fucking found his character annoying in AEW. I found his character was always involved in shit that I didn't want him to be involved in. Like, oh man, you got a feud with him, especially that fucking bullshit that he was doing with American Top Team. That shit was trash, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That shit was fucking horrible. That shit was horrible, man. That shit almost like ended whatever I liked about Ethan Page. Like, I put it like this. He didn't gain any points from me for the shit he did in AEW. And obviously, he must have felt that way too, since he fucking left AEW and went to NXT. And I will say that from the fucking minute that dude stepped foot in fucking NXT, he worked his ass off. He was the fucking man. he was the dude on the microphone that you knew you was gonna get the shit from. He's a fucking cowardly heel. Like, he has the looks. Ethan Page, fucking, he's been winning since he got there. He's already been NXT champion. Now he's like what? The North American, Canadian, whatever the fuck he wants to call himself, champion. Like, he's the fucking man. And now, whereas before, when he first stepped foot into NXT, I was like, okay, what's gonna be the plan for this dude? Because he's doing he might be able to do okay at NXT, but what the fuck is he gonna get called up to the main roster? And if he does, what is he gonna do? Now, now I see a wrestler that can go to Raw, go to SmackDown, carve out a role for himself, and actually, not get lost in the sauce, which we're gonna talk about that in a minute when we get to SmackDown. Now I feel like he could call up and actually do some things. But going into NXT from AEW, I was just like, yeah, bro, this dude is gonna be like Sean Spears. Which, from what I understand, Sean Spears is happy, wants to retire NXT. Like, he's like basically helps all them down there. I think that's a good spot for him. He never needs to get called up. He's good down there. He could be the commissioner of NXT. But when it comes to Ethan Page, there's a lot more fucking runway for him. And he will get called up to the main roster. He will get called to the main roster. Can you just fucking imagine, like, maybe like a 6-month run where him and the Miz are just going around together, just fucking being themselves, being fucking annoying, just fucking talking shit. I would love to see him paired with the Miz in some capacity. I just think that would be fucking entertaining. I find that would be very entertaining. And then of course they could feud, and I'll be completely fucking honest. A face Miz is almost never good. Like, I'll be honest. If Ethan Page and the Miz got into a feud, oh man, I would fuck with that. I would really fuck with that. I would fuck with that, man. Like, I just feel like those two gimmicks together, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Um, but yeah, man, as you could tell, big Ethan Page guy. Unfortunately, it came in the midst, seeing him perform came in the midst of a fucking wrestling awards show. And I ain't gonna dedicate too much time to this shit because it doesn't deserve it. But fucking wrestling award shows, dude, I can't fucking do it. The Slammies, the end of year, like, what's the point? What's the point? We can already see who you guys prefer and who you're pushing on a week to week basis. So why do I need a show where they get handed an irrelevant trophy, cut like an irrelevant backstage promo? I'm pretty sure it's just it's for filler, because they're on like vacation and stuff like that, which is great. Which is great. Honestly, they could have just fucking, I don't know, did a show showing the fucking best matches of 2025, and that would have been fine. I don't need a fake award show like the year-end awards or Slammy Awards, none of that shit. That shit is just, it's dumb. It's dumb. So, SmackDown returned to 3 hours this week. And I'll be honest, I did not mind the flow of the 3 hour show. Now, I said that to say this. We'll see how that shit's gonna feel in a few weeks. Because it's easy to do a 3 hour show where it's like this big New Year's show, all the call-ups, all the fanfare, special matches, title matches, shit like that. You could pull that off for 1 week. But when we get to like week 4, 5, 6 of the 3 hour format, because I think they're doing that permanently, if I'm not mistaken. When you get to that, that's where it's gonna start being a lot of fillers. And it's gonna be a lot of bullshit. It's bad enough they started off with a fucking 8-woman tag match. I'm sorry. If you watch me regularly, you know I do not like fucking 6, 8 man women tag matches. I just don't. They all feel like fucking filling me. If it's not a War Games match or a Survivor Series match, I don't need to see a tag team match that involves more than 4 people. And I for fucking sure don't want to see any type of tag team match as a main event. If that shit is not a TLC match between the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudley Boys, I don't want to fucking see it in the main event. That's how I feel about tag matches. I want my tag matches to be at any point of the show except the main event, and I don't want to see more than a traditional 2-person tag team match. That's it. Now, the 3-hour format. It could work, but and maybe, maybe that's why they're making the moves they're making. It could work. It really could. But they're gonna have to learn how to they're gonna have to flesh this shit out. They need to have a lot more longer matches, and the long matches have to be against wrestlers that we want to fucking see. I don't want to see a fucking 15, 20 minute 8-person tag team match. I just don't. I just don't. The ambulance match at the end, that was a good touch to end a 3-hour show. But can you do shit like that every week? Because if you do shit like that every week, it's gonna get played out. Honestly, what I would do is this. I would try to alternate every week. It's good that they have the United States champion doing open challenges. That's good because that means that you can consistently have a title match every week. Fans like to see title matches, but they need to alternate title matches and then have special gimmick matches like they did with the ambulance match. Give us a reason to stick around the whole 3 hours. But if you're going to tell me that we're going to get fucking Cody Rhodes versus The Miz, I'm just going to throw The Miz out there. The Miz in the main event. I'm like, bruh, I ain't trying to wait around 3 hours for that, bro. I know Cody's about to beat The Miz. I don't need to wait 3 hours for that. I just don't. Hell, I don't want to wait around for three. I don't want to wait 3 hours to see Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. I don't want to wait around for that either because 9 out of 10 times, belt ain't on the line. 9 out of 10 times, if belt is on the line, is not exchanging hands on a regular fucking episode of SmackDown. That's just it. So yeah, 3-hour format. First week went well. We'll see how every other week goes. Am I optimistic? Not really, because I already seen it fail before. One aspect that I really enjoyed of SmackDown is all the fucking call-ups, all the potential call-ups. Let me tell you something. Everybody who they highlighted on SmackDown as an NXT call-up looked like $1 million fucking bucks. Trick Willie with the motherfucking lemon pepper steppers confronting Sami Zayn. And you can see right there, boring guy who keeps doing the same shit versus brand new, charismatic, looks like $1 million bucks, Trick Williams. There's levels to this shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Sami Zayn, to me, Sami Zayn does his best work. That underdog shit is dead to me. Bro get hella tag team matches, hella opportunities. All he got to do is cry to get it. Like, I don't want to hear that underdog from the underground shit no more. Bro is not an underdog. Bro's not an underdog. He's a perennial playoff contender. He makes the playoffs every year. He doesn't win the fucking championship. That's who Sami Zayn is. He's that type of team. If we're looking at him in the terms of a sports team, that's the team he is. But he cries all the time about how he and makes promises he can. That's what he was trying to cut a promo about. Like, oh yeah, every year I say I'm going to win the championship and I don't do it. So this year I'm just going to do it. Well, guess what, Sammy? You just fucking did it again. You just fucking did it again. You just said that you're not going to talk about winning the championship and you fucking did it. And you know what happened when you did that? Motherfucking Trick Williams came out, whooped that Trick, Hollywood Trick, Tricky 2 belts, motherfucking straight out of NXT and Trick and A. That motherfucker's gonna be a star, bro. That motherfucker's gonna be a star. I'm gonna tell you, okay, the last person I felt this confident about them being a star when they got called up, there's a few people. Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair. I knew when I seen her in NXT, I said she's gonna call up and she's gonna be the star because there's nobody else like her. There's nobody that talks like her. There's nobody that looks like her. There's nobody that's athletic as her. Like, she's gonna be a star. Now, there's people who got called up that I knew had a very high chance of being a star, but I also thought it was a chance that they were going to be too fucking stale. Like, for instance, Braun Breaker, right? Braun Breaker, he has lineage, the look, the athleticism on his side. Was not sure about his ability to cut a promo because in NXT, I just didn't fucking see it. Braun Breaker, I see steady improvement from him on the microphone week by week by week. Braun Breaker, clearly, big argument, he's already a fucking star. But that brings me back to Trick Williams. From day one, Carmelo and Trick and Melo, I said Carmelo Hayes can wrestle his ass off, but he's not a great talker. And I still feel like Carmelo is not a great talker. I feel like Carmelo is getting better at talking the more opportunities he get to talk. Trick Williams, on the flip side, I felt like he was a very raw, green wrestler, but the motherfucking can talk, man. And I'm sorry. I think Undertaker recently said this. It don't fuck, and this is what fans of AEW have to learn to grasp. If you want AEW to really compete with WWE as a real wrestler, don't give me that bullshit. Oh, we don't want to compete. We're alternative. I don't want to hear that shit. You want to compete with WWE because WWE, when it comes to wrestling promotions, is the standard of fucking success. That I'm a great wrestler. This is where the wrestlers wrestle. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That's great. Kudos. But if you want motherfuckers to leave a legacy, if you want to draw people in, you got to know how to fucking talk on the microphone. You can't make it if you don't know how to fucking talk. You can't make it. Like, just think about it. Do you know, okay, Jeff Hardy is already one of the biggest stars in wrestling history. Do you know how much bigger of a star, besides the shit outside the ring, do you know how much bigger of a star Jeff Hardy would have been if he knew how to fucking talk? If he knew how to fucking talk and put that with all the other wrestling shit he does, man. But Jeff Hardy never made it to like up there where The Rock, Stone Cold, those guys were, because Jeff can't fucking talk. He could do shit in the ring that The Rock and Stone Cold could ever fucking dream of. Can't talk. Trick Williams can fucking talk. And he started with that. And he incrementally got better in the ring. Do I ever think Trick Williams is going to be good enough to earn a 5-star match for whatever? It doesn't, even 5-star matches don't fucking matter. But let's just, for the sake of argument, do I think he's ever going to be a 5-star match wrestler? No, he's not. Trick Williams, I'll be happy if he just gets to where he gets through most of his matches without botching. But looks like $1 million, talks like $1 million, motherfucking got the fans chanting his fucking entrance music. He already has everything he needs to be one of the top stars of WWE. Most of the top stars in WWE can't fucking wrestle. They can't wrestle. You think Cody Rhodes, look, Cody Rhodes. You think Cody Rhodes is the fucking standard of wrestling ability? No. It's all the other shit. Even though I know Cody's kind of stale, it's all the other shit that makes Cody. And I ain't even get to the other call-ups. That's how Trick Williams is the biggest call-up, because for one, Jordan Grace just had a couple of backstage spots. She was looking like $1 million. She was looking like $1 million, but you really didn't get to see too much from her. And Obafemi just had a vignette. He's gonna fucking show up. He's gonna go berserk on the main roster. He's gonna go berserk on the main roster. I just hope that he doesn't get put into monster that is used to make smaller, more company-driven wrestler look good. I just hope he doesn't get used like that. Like, I just hope he doesn't become an obstacle for a Cody Rhodes to overcome. I do get concerned about that. Honestly, if I had to guess, if I had to rank who I think will have the best future in WWE on the main roster, I think Trick is number one. Trick is number one. Obafemi's number two. Jordan Grace is number three, just on the strength that the women's division is extremely deep in WWE. Storylines that are lasting too long that appear to be coming to a fucking end. Where do I start? Aleister Black and Damian Priest. Good match. Ended fucking stupid, but good match. Don't understand why Damian Priest, the point of ambulance match is to put them in the back of the fucking ambulance and close the door. Damian Priest did a bunch of shit at the end of the match that made me think that somebody was going to come out and interfere in the match. But he was just closing all the doors to the ambulance. That's all. That's all he was doing. Just being a very, very, just being very distinct with the stuff he's doing. That's all he was doing. It was fucking stupid. Like, he literally closed one side of the ambulance door, went to the front ambulance, closed another door, went back, closed the second door to the ambulance. I'm just nitpicking though, because it was a good match. It was a good match. I want to see more matches like that more often. But that shit needed to end, bro. That needed to end. Another thing I need to end, please, God, please let it end. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. Please let the shit end. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of watching them feud. It's the longest filler feud I ever fucking seen. If we're gonna get to Randy and Cody, let's get to it. That has a lot more fucking juice. Why are we constantly going around in circles? Oh yeah, Drew wants a match. Drew's bitching and complaining. Drew gets a match. Drew loses a match. Drew gets a match. Drew loses a match. Like, I'm sick of it. It's just round and round and round and round and round and round and round. What they should have done, what I would have done at the end of SmackDown, I would have had Cody knock Drew the fuck out and get stripped of his title, have it given to Drew McIntyre. Then I would have had Cody Rhodes beat Drew McIntyre in a 3 stages of hell match. And yeah, that's stupid. That's stupid. You know what? Because at this point, just let Drew get the fucking belt for a couple days so he could stop bitching about it. Like, I'm sorry, man. Fucking let's get Jacob Fatu back in here so he could take Drew away from Cody. I don't want to see it no more, man. Love Drew McIntyre. Love Cody Rhodes. Sick of watching them fucking fight. Please, God, let the 3 stages of hell. That's funny. Please, God, 3 stages of hell. I digress. Please let that be the fucking end of it. Please. 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 Speaking of Randy Orton, he returned. That's all I really got to say because that's literally all he did. He returned. He RKO'd The Miz. Now, come on, man. Randy Orton is one of the most important wrestlers of his generation. You really couldn't think of him doing something better after being gone for a while than interrupting and RKO'ing The Miz? Are you fucking kidding me? You couldn't think of something for Randy Orton to do, like, to come back better than that? He literally came back, RKO'd The Miz, seen Cody backstage, said, hey, I'm coming after you for that title. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Randy. Honestly, I don't fucking know. All I do know is that Randy should be getting more fanfare whenever Randy goes on the sabbatical and comes back. It needs to be a big fucking deal. Interrupted The Miz. I don't care if it's the first show of the year, blah, blah, blah. interrupting the Miz to do that shit. That shit is it fucking sucks. It sucks. They should have made that shit like happen in the main event. They should have did some shit. They should have put that Drew and Cole. They could have thought of something. I ain't thinking what they should have done. All I know is that they shouldn't have done that. It was a return without purpose. It felt like a fucking cameo. It felt like a cameo. I'm sure they have a long-term plan with Randy, but I don't know, man. Randy Orton is like fucking, he's like the last guy left that was a part of my childhood that's still fucking wrestling. And yeah, you got guys like Lashley, fucking Shelton Benjamin in the wrestling business that were wrestling, you know, when I was like a fucking teenager. But Randy feels like the last one left now that John Cena is gone. And they don't have fucking time to be wasting him doing bullshit. They don't have time. His clock is ticking. You got to fucking cherish those moments because just like with Cena, when he's gone, he's going to be fucking gone. And you waste him to fucking RKO the Miz. Some shit that he could do on a random fucking SmackDown in the middle of fucking May. He could do that anytime. He could RKO the Miz any fucking time. And you have him return his first show back since I don't know when. You have him fucking return to fucking hit the Miz with an RKO and say a couple of lines to Cody Rhodes. You could have waited. You could have waited for him to do something, have a bigger fucking impact. God damn it. Like, these are the last days of Randy Orton. He has more matches behind him than ahead of him. And I have a feeling that when Randy gets ready to leave, he's not going to fucking give wrestling fans a year-long farewell tour. He's just going to be gone. And it's probably going to be because of his fucking neck or whatever. So, I don't know, man. When it comes to Randy, they just got to fucking show him some fucking respect, man. I know the wrestling world respect him, but also respect how you use him and use his time because he don't got a lot of it fucking left. That's all I'm saying.
I'm so tired. What am I going to do?
Quick shout out to our sponsor, W Energy. If you need focus without the sugar crash, this is that clean energy option. No jitters, no weird aftertaste. I use it when I'm ending or recording late. If you want to try it, use my code MFG DeeZ. That's MFG DeeZ at the checkout. Appreciate W for supporting the show. Now let's get back to this wrestling content. AEW Dynamite. We already knew that the man, MJF, was going to come in flaunting his triple B. We already knew that. What I didn't expect was for Kenny Omega to throw his hat into the ring. Let me tell you something. Kenny Omega and MJF, to me, I'm just one person, but to me, MJF and Kenny Omega are probably the two single most important wrestlers in AEW. I will put Tony Storm up there too. They're invaluable to AEW. Kenny Omega is the reason I started watching AEW to begin with. MJF is the reason why I've had moments where I really liked AEW. And Tony Storm, I just respect her character and how she developed that character. And then you have other wrestlers too, John Moxley, but I'm talking about the ones, and yeah, I know Tony Storm was in WWE for a second, but I'm talking about the ones who are primarily known for what they've done in AEW or New Japan and shit like that. But I'm telling you right now, Kenny Omega versus MJF could print fucking money. They could feud for a year for all I care. I would love to see a feud between a face Kenny Omega and a heel MJF. I gotta see it. Swerve, cool. Hangman, cool. Samoa Joe, cool. Kenny versus MJF is what I want to see. And I'm kind of glad that they're not going straight to it. They're going to let MJF finish his business with Joe, Swerve, and fucking Hangman, I think. I think because there seems to be something between the Ops and Hangman and Swerve, which I'm gonna get to that in a second. But MJF, Kenny Omega will fucking print money. I'll be invested in that the entire time. I can promise you that. We ain't even got to play games with it. Just get straight to the shit. I can't wait to see it. I'm glad that they teased it because it gives me something to look forward to. Because really, when it comes to AEW, God knows they can't book out of a paper bag. They can't book their way out of a paper bag. But at least with Kenny and MJF, you don't need creativity. All you just need is fucking commitment. So help me understand this. Mercedes Moné, I stopped counting, so I'm gonna throw it around the number. Has like 8 fucking belts, right? Why did she lose the most important one? Why? She has 7 other or however many other irrelevant titles from different places that I said the other week should just go back to their fucking places of origin. She loses the most important one. Like to me, those other belts don't mean shit. Like there's nothing prestigious about any of the other belts she have. And I apologize if there's fans out there who's fucking sensitive about I don't know what belt she has, a Rev Pro, fucking New Japan Strong. I don't care. It's not the TBS women's title. That title is probably that title is the fourth most important women's title in professional wrestling after the WWE women's title. I'm sorry, because WWE's women's division is better. The WWE Women's World title. I'm sorry again, because WWE's women's division is better. The fucking AEW women's title. Then there's the the TBS title, and you lost it, and you're still holding those other 8 paperweights, aren't you? For what? Honestly, you should just relinquish all those titles. Relinquish them. Give them back to their companies. Like people, oh, she's raising the prestige. All no, she's not. That was the whole point of the gimmick. I'm the belt collector, but you just lost the most important one. Here's what I would have done. I would have systematically had her keep losing those small titles to the people in their promotions until she was down to the TBS title and became paranoid with losing. It's my last belt. It's my last belt. I can't lose it. I can't lose it. Paranoid of losing the title, and then she fucking loses it, right? Follow me. She loses the TBS title last. She loses that title, and then it will shift her character. All the confidence, all the arrogance that she developed being a belt collector is now gone. It's gone because she lost the TBS title last. And now you could take that character, develop that unhinged Mercedes Moné, very similar to the NXT Tommaso Ciampa, become paranoid and obsessed with feeling like the only way to make yourself whole again is not to win back the TBS title, to win the AEW women's title as this new unhinged, belt obsessed Mercedes Moné. But once again, AEW don't know how to book. So what did they do? They had her lose the TBS title to Willow Nightingale, which is fine. Willow Nightingale still could have won the TBS title. But after she lost belt A, B, C, D, E, F, and fucking G, then you can lose the TBS title. But no, you say AW. We're AW. You know, we wear the real wrestle, right? Let's just have her lose the TBS title. So now those little paperweights she had really won't mean shit. They didn't really mean shit before, but now they really don't mean shit. Now she can't come out and do all that shit she be doing because the confidence should be completely gone now because those belts are irrelevant. How to fix this storyline now? You can still get back on track. It would have been a lot better if you stayed on track in the first fucking place, but you can get back on track. Honestly, if she just relinquishes all those titles, get a rematch against Willow Nightingale, lose, become completely unhinged, and then the only way she can make herself whole again is winning a title even more prestigious than TBS title, the AEW women's title. That's it. That's how you fix the fucking storyline. Come on, Tony Khan. It's not fucking rocket science. Oh man, I begged and I asked and I pleaded a couple weeks ago. Do not prolong, do not ruin the legacy and the history of one of AEW's greatest feuds, Swerve Strickland, Hangman Page, by having these motherfuckers become frenemies. And they fucking did it. Tony Khan strikes a fucking again. They fucking did it again. Now these motherfuckers are teaming up to fight the ops. Why? You're supposed to fucking hate each other. The shit you did the other week was supposed to be a one-time alliance to challenge a fucking greater threat. Now look at you. Now you guys, they got a fucking finisher together, bro. They got a fucking finisher. I watched Swerve kneel over while Hangman did a fucking buckshot lariat off of his back. They're a tag team now. They're a tag team. They're a fucking tag team. The last thing they should have fucking been. Imagine The Rock and fucking Stone Cold forming a tag team. Imagine it. Imagine it. It would never fucking happen. You know why? Do you want to fucking know why? Because because Stone Cold beat the living shit out of The Rock at WrestleMania 17 with a chair shot 17 to 20 fucking times and shook Vince McMahon's hand. They cannot be a tag team. They cannot. You break into my house, you fucking talk about my kids, you touch my baby's crib. We cannot be a tag team in the future. You burn my brand new my childhood home down that I just fucking purchased. You burn it to the fucking ground and smoke a cigar and drink fucking bourbon in the background while I was burning. No, we cannot be a future fucking tag team. For what? For what? That's Tony Khan's all friends wrestling fucking mindset. Putting these fucking dudes together. Like, are you kidding me? That's like a motherfucker teaming up with the dude that shot his cousin. That's what it's like. This dude broke into your house and started touching on your baby's crib, talking shit about your family. This motherfucker burnt your childhood home that you just purchased to the ground. But it's cool. I'm gonna just do a buckshot lariat off your back. That's all, bro. We bros now. Let me just do a buckshot lariat off your back, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on. That shit is so fucking stupid. I know it's wrestling. But wrestling, in my opinion, is still fucking driven by storytelling. And that part of the story don't make fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. And yeah, you down the line, you can have them turn each other, whatever. They're not gonna fucking do that. These dudes are fucking gonna slowly become some of the best of friends, and that shit just doesn't make fucking sense. That shit doesn't make sense. That shit has that feud that they had has a built-in storyline for them to never fucking be friends again. And here they are fucking creating tag team finishes. I can't fucking believe it. Let me tell you something else on a lighter note. If you guys watch my videos like towards the beginning of like last year, you will see that I was one of Hologram's biggest fucking haters. I still think Hologram looks like Kick-Ass. That's not changing. That's who the fuck Hologram looks like to me, bro. I'm sorry. I know there's Hologram fans out there. There's people fucking, trying to, fucking come at me because I was talking shit about Hologram. I don't take any of it back. I still think he looks fucking stupid. But as stupid as I think Hologram looks, I think fucking El Clone looks great. Like, I'm not even kidding. I shit you not. They need to do something about him having a big ass C on his chest because I don't want to be a hypocrite. because hologram having a big H on his chest, I made fun of that. The thing is, El Clone don't look like Kick-Ass. El Clone don't look like Kick-Ass. El Clone got dope-ass entrance music. El Clone got a dope-ass entrance. El Clone just looks fucking dope. El Clone in-ring wrestling is fucking dope. El Clone's just better than fucking Hologram. I don't care if he's the evil version of Hologram. He's better than Hologram. Who do you fucking want? Do you want Mega Man? Do you want Mega Man just wearing his blue little shit? Or do you want Proto Man wearing fucking sunglasses and a fucking yellow fucking scarf around his neck? Which one do you want? Which one do you want? El Clone's just fucking cooler. He's just cooler. That's really all I got to say about that shit, man. Kick ass, hologram, whatever. Cool, bro. El Clone, that motherfucker's awesome, man. Like I felt like AEW now has another like Pentagon Ray Phoenix. I don't know if he can go in the ring like them, but in terms of his fucking that shit, I'm all about that shit. Like I love hacker gimmicks in wrestling. I don't know. I kind of mark out for hacker gimmicks. So I don't know, man. El Clone's just fucking better than fucking hologram. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Now I want to get the good shit about Collision out the way so I could talk a little bit of shit about Collision. They gotta stop with the opening backstage promos. That shit is like probably the corniest shit. Okay, AEW's backstage promos are already corny as shit. They're already corny as shit. It's just fucking carny ass bullshit. Like the backstage promos in AEW are already shit. Let's just get that out the way. AEW fans can say what they want. In that department, at least WWE fucking kills them when it comes to backstage segments. Because why the show, okay, it's just like YouTube, right? If my video starts, I try to keep it short and sweet. If my video starts with me cutting like some type of fucking silly ass promo, it's gonna make the viewer want to turn the fucking channel. It's gonna make them want to turn the channel. Like, so AEW, the show starts off. I can't remember the order of who was saying what, but all I know is I was like, what is this bullshit? Like, it came on like, yeah, tonight I'm gonna prove why I am the unstoppable one. And shit like that. Like, it's like, oh man, this shit is so I was like, fast forward, because I just couldn't do it. Thankfully, I fast forwarded that shit right into seeing fucking El Clone because, bro, El Clone was the best shit I've seen on Collision, to be honest. That and the fucking shit with the Acclaim doing they shit, trying to get back together and all that shit. I like that stuff. I love the Acclaim. But yeah, man, they gotta stop with that shit, man. They got to stop with that shit. I don't know who fucking said, and that's the thing. Okay, here's the thing that annoys me. WWE does corny shit all the time. I'm not saying that AEW does corny shit and WWE doesn't. WWE does corny shit all the time, and I fucking hate it. They're having a fucking Stranger Things Monday Night Raw. That's fucking corny as hell. And I understand they're doing it because Netflix probably made them do it, but it's corny as fucking hell. The timing is stupid because they're doing that in the midst of everybody fucking complaining about how much they dislike season 5 of Stranger Things. And they're doing it after the fucking Stranger Things finale already happened. If you wanted to do a fucking Stranger Things themed Monday Night Raw, you probably should have did it like the week before or the day of the fucking premiere of Stranger Things season 5. Just a thought, but I digress. WWE does corny shit too. AEW, the thing that annoys me is that the people who watch both WWE and AEW or just watch AEW but familiar with WWE, they'll be like, oh yeah, WWE is doing all this corny shit, right? But then they'll accept the goofy ass corny shit they're doing to open up AEW Collision. Let me tell you something. I don't even like the shit WWE does when they show the wrestlers arriving to the arena. I feel like that's the most irrelevant and dumb way to waste time with a show coming on. Why do I need to see how CM Punk is dressed coming to the arena? I don't care. I don't fucking care. like, I don't fucking care. So that's where I'm with that. But yeah, man, AEW, they could just drop that. They don't need that. Just be like Dynamite. Just start the show off with a fucking wrestling match. Stick to your guns, bro. However, with that being said, I will say that I rather did enjoy the flow of AEW Collision outside of the backstage shit. Backstage shit, the beginning, throughout the show, the shit with Josh Alexander cutting the whole promo with some random fucking security guard in the fucking ankle lock. That shit was super duper fucking corny. That shit was super fucking corny. That's the type of shit that will make a motherfucker who don't watch wrestling that's sitting there watching it with me say, what the fuck is this corny ass shit? Like that's one of those, ooh, I'm embarrassed moments. But I did like the flow of the show. I liked, honestly, kicking off the show with El Clone, like I was immediately happy. You followed it up with a fucking Tony Storm match. That made me happy. Fucking, I got to see the Acclaim going around New York talking shit about each other. That shit was fucking great. Fucking Darby Allin fought Wheeler Yuta. Honestly, I give a rat's ass about Wheeler Yuta. Whatever. Darby Allin, the main event, that's the right choice. Don't understand what's going on with the Death Riders. No, don't understand at all. John Moxley is being too fucking nice. Too nice. Even if he is turning face, he should be an anti-hero, not fucking, oh, well, Wheeler Yuta really did give it his best shot. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, John? Like, please turn on him. Please turn on him fast, Death Riders, please. But I did like the flow of the show. No closing segment today, guys. Just happy to be in 2026. We got a big year ahead. Let's keep pumping up this channel. Let's keep pumping up the Crimson Mask Show channel. Let's keep pumping up Crimson Mask Pro Wrestling, where I am about to bring back the Fire Mid Trash Shorts. The popular Fire Mid Trash Shorts. They're coming back. They're coming back. They're going to be a little bit different, but they're coming back. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Crimson Mask Show. I'm MFG DeeZ. Until next time.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. I got this, you can't buy.